Hey guys, what's up? It's Nicole. Welcome back to my channel, Real Talk Recovery, where we talk about recovery from addiction and I share my life with you. So, what y'all doing today? Me and my boy, come here Onyx, are at this cool park. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. We came down here. Actually, I don't think they've got it all finished yet, but most of it is. Look, I've been laying on that hammock right there. So freaking cool. Come on, Onyx. Then this is like a mountain climbing thing. Cool, huh? Look at this. It's cool. Anyway, so we're out here hanging out, doing that, and just spending time together. I love coming out here with my son and just doing things with him, you know, and just spending time with him. So I was thinking back, because I just got done, you know, telling you guys about that young man I saw and I talked to on the side of the road, and I was thinking about, it brought me back to a time where I was in that same position, and kind of wanted to share a story with you guys about that same time. I kind of touched on it a little bit when I was telling you guys in my last video, but we're going to go more into depth. So, one time so one night I had been over at my friend Tara's house, and I had been shooting Roxy's and meth intravenously, just shooting all night long, back and forth, changing from IV meth to IV Roxy, IV meth to IV Roxy. I was just going back and forth, right? Well, I'd got to a point, because I was just doing it so much, that I was kind of going in and out of this like reality. I was going into this like hallucinations. I was going, you know, into another realm is what I call it. And I would do this quite often when I would get high on drugs, you guys. It's like I would drift off. I don't know if it would drift off. It was like I would go into drug hallucinations. That's the only way I can explain it to you, is that I would be so tired, so sleep deprived, so hungry, so like just lack of nutrition, and just I would be hallucinating. So I was at her house, and I had been shooting up all night. I had no more drugs. So I had nothing to shoot up. Well, I got to this point where I started hallucinating that there was blue, you know, the blue Roxys, all over the ground in her apartment. And I was picking these Roxys up off the ground, crushing them in a spoon and shooting them up. It was nothing. It was fuzz out of the carpet. And she kept on trying to get me to stop. She's like, Nicole, stop. There's nothing down there. There's nothing down there. You guys, I swear, I swore there was. I was insisting. I was like, no, girl, no, I'm getting loaded. I'm getting fucked up. Well, I kept doing that. I was shooting up God knows what, you guys. It was probably like fucking just water, you know? But it was really like, I was getting really sick. By this time I was starting to just get so paranoid, and I was seeing so many things that I was like walking outside in her front yard. So I walked outside in the front yard, and that's when I started feeling like there was helicopters coming down. And I was out there, and I was like, girl, are you sure there's nobody out here? Are you sure? And I was like, I just know it. So I got inside, turned on the TV to put on the news, and I told her, I was like, see, we're right there. We're on the news. We're on the news. Nothing was on the TV, you guys. The TV wasn't even on. It wasn't even on. So I left her house, and I walked across the street to the next door neighbor's house, and I called the police. I called the police on myself, and the police came up there, and they took me to the hospital, and I went into St. Vincent's Hospital for the night. Well, I had probably been there for maybe 3 hours, you guys. They had me hooked up to the IVs, trying to give me like, you know, water and like keep me hydrated, and just trying to help me, because they knew I was high. They knew I was under the influence of drugs. So they were trying to help me, right? I did not want to stay there, you guys, and my hallucinations were getting worse. I wasn't getting better. I was seeing my friend Joe in the hospital. One-legged Joe, y'all. I was seeing him. And what he was doing, y'all are going to die. This just came into my mind. Joe was in the other room, and he was sitting on top of the trash can, right? With his one leg. He has one leg, remember, guys? And then he has a nub on the other side. He was sitting on the trash can and rolling himself across the hospital to my door. Okay, like like he was on a skateboard, only he was on the trash can with his one leg, and he was skating over to me. I swore to God he was there, you guys. Then I realized he wasn't. I was like freaking out. When I realized he wasn't really there, that's when I really started to like get afraid. And so I walked out. I left. AMA, against medical advice. AMA, AMA. So I go, I'm in a t-shirt, a pair of boxers, and no shoes. No shoes, barefoot. I go walking down the road. I'm out. Okay. I get a stick because I was like, I have to have something to protect me. Even though I'm hallucinating, I'm like, I've got to protect myself, right? And it was the middle of the night by this time, y'all. It was probably 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm walking down the street with this stick, and cars are going by because I'm on a busy road. I'm like in the middle of Little Rock, and people are driving by, and I got this stick. So I get this stick, right? Onyx, stay here. I get the stick, and I'm walking by, and I hear these cars. They're all passing by me, right? And I feel like I think in my mind that I think in my mind that these cars are propositioning me. So I have this stick and I'm yelling at these people, I'm not a prostitute. I'm not a prostitute. Right? I walked all the way from St. Vincent's all the way down Markham Avenue to Kroger, to my job, you guys, where I was employed. I went upstairs, right, because it was a 24-hour Kroger. I went upstairs and I called my sponsor, right? I had the sponsor named Robin. She was actually letting me, like, stay with her. And so I called her, and she came and picked me up and took me home and called my parents. And I went to sleep. I finally fell asleep, you guys. I'm telling you guys this whole story. I don't know why, because it was just so crazy. I will have these flashbacks of hallucinations that I had when I was in active addiction. And sometimes it's scary. Sometimes I think, am I slipping? Is my brain like permanently damaged to where I'm slipping back into that old like hallucination? Because that happens. Like I fall back into those hallucinations. It is so hard, you guys. Like it scares me some days where I think I've done permanent damage. But then I can come on here. Onyx, stay. Come here. And I can talk to you guys. But it's just like every now and then those hallucinations, those thoughts, those memories of those things that I hallucinated, they will come back so vividly, and it's like I can see them. And so today when I saw that young man out on the bench waiting on the bus, I flashed back, you guys, into a time where I was just like that. And my heart, I mean, when he was sobbing, he grabbed my hand and he held my hand. And I felt his pain with every being, every part of my body. I felt it because I know exactly what it feels like to struggle like that. I have been him. I have wandered the streets of Little Rock in a complete hallucinations. Onyx! And wondered like how no one, if I got killed, nobody would even know. My parents, I love them, but I don't even know how to tell them I'm sorry. I don't even know how to, repair our relationship, and all I had to do, you guys, was get sober. All I had to do was get sober, get a job, and start, like, following through, and changing. When I got sober, what happened is my behavior and the way I thought changed, and I started wanting a better life, And so that's all I had to do to have the love of my family and my friends back, was just get sober and start working on the inside. Man, I'm telling you what, it seems like such an easy thing whenever I say it, but whenever I was in my active addiction, you guys, that was the hardest thing. So I just want you guys to know, I tell you guys these old stories about me flipping and flopping, acting like a crazy person, because I want y'all to know, like, I know how it feels. I know what you're going through. I know fucking how hard it is. And I just want you to know that I'm behind you 100% of the time. Hold on, Nate. And I will always be here to support you and help you guys. If you guys need help finding treatment, or you need help with anything, just reach out to me. I'll be more than willing to help you. Good boy. Yes. I do. So did y'all hear him? He said, "Excuse me." Good job. Yes, I do. Why? What do you want to go get?
I want to get like an ice cream cone or something.
Okay. I taught him to say excuse me whenever he wants to get my attention. If I'm talking to somebody else, to say excuse me. And so that's what he's been doing, huh, Bubbas? Good boy. So don't get discouraged. If you're struggling in active addiction, just reach out. I mean, even if you don't want to find treatment, you can still reach out to me, and I can listen, and I can be there for you to help you, support you. If there's any girls that want to join my Patreon, there are 3 slots left. We got 7 people. I'm taking 3 more, and then I'm tapping out. So if anybody else wants to join our Patreon group, it's to get added to the Hangouts. It's $10 a month. It's $5, $10, and $25 a month, and we have a little chat. And if you sign up, then what you do is you get to chat with us in Hangouts, private chat. Okay, you get we have like video chats once a month. We talk on the phone personally, me and you, and I text with you, and we work out a personalized recovery plan tailored to you. And it's just real talk. Yeah, it's just really good support. So if that's something y'all are interested in, if that's something that you guys think that you could use and that you would like to invest in, go to my Patreon, Real Talk Recovery, and get on in it. 3 more people, and then I'm going to shut that top tier down, and I'll only be taking the lowest tier. So I love you guys. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you later.